My name is John, and I'm 80 years old. I've seen life's highest peaks and its lowest valleys, and along the way, I've learned lessons that only time can teach. One of those lessons came unexpectedly from an old photograph I found tucked away in a dusty box. It wasn't just a picture. It was a powerful reminder of what truly matters in life. As I stared at it, memories came flooding back, and with them, lessons I didn't even know I needed. Stay with me, because by the end of this story, you might start looking at your own life a little differently. It was a rainy afternoon, the kind where you're stuck indoors and left with nothing but time on your hands. I decided to tackle an old box of keepsakes, photos, letters, and little trinkets I hadn't touched in years. As I rummaged through the clutter, an old photograph caught my eye. It was slightly faded, the edges worn from age. In the picture was a younger version of me, standing next to my parents on a sunny day in front of our family home. I remember sitting there staring at it for what felt like hours. That simple photograph brought back not just memories, but a wave of emotions and realizations that left me deeply reflective about the life I've lived. The photo was taken when I was around 10 years old. It was a summer day, and I remember my father calling me and my mother outside. "Let's take a picture together," he said, holding his old camera. At the time, I didn't think much of it. I was too busy running around, playing with friends, or daydreaming about the things kids often do. But looking at that photograph now, I saw something I hadn't noticed back then. The joy in my parents' faces, the way they stood close together, their hands resting on my shoulders. It wasn't just a snapshot of a moment. It was a reflection of love, connection, and a time when life was simpler. As I held the photo, I began to wonder, when did life get so complicated? When did I start prioritizing work, money, and achievements over the things that really matter? The Stoics often talk about the importance of reflecting on what's truly meaningful. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." That photograph reminded me of the times I took for granted, the family dinners, the laughter around the table, the moments when simply being together was enough. Those moments, though ordinary at the time, were extraordinary in their own way. Life has a way of pulling us in different directions. We chase goals, build careers, and accumulate possessions, thinking those things will bring us happiness. But in the process, we lose sight of what's truly important. That photograph reminded me that happiness isn't found in achievements or material success. It's found in the connections we build, the love we share, and the memories we create with the people who matter most. I thought about all the times I missed out on family gatherings because I was too busy with work, or the times I let stress overshadow the joy of simply being present. That photo felt like a wake-up call, urging me to refocus on the things that truly matter. I remembered something my father used to say, "You don't realize how valuable time is until it's gone." At the time, it sounded like just another one of his life lessons. But now, as an 80-year-old man, I understand exactly what he meant. Time is the one thing we can't get back. And yet, we often spend it on things that won't matter 5, 10, or 20 years from now. That photograph wasn't just a reminder of the past. It was a reminder to cherish the present. I thought about the people in my life today, my children, my grandchildren, my friends, and how easy it is to let time slip by without truly connecting with them. That photograph reminded me to pick up the phone, to visit more often, to be fully present in the moments that matter. The Stoics often emphasize gratitude as a cornerstone of a meaningful life. Seneca wrote, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." Looking at that photograph, I felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude, not just for the moment it captured, but for the life it represented. I was grateful for my parents, for the lessons they taught me, and for the love they showed me. It also made me realize how much I still have to be grateful for today. The laughter of my grandchildren, the comfort of a warm home, the wisdom that comes with age. These are the things that truly matter. That photograph became more than just a keepsake. It became a guide. It reminded me to slow down, to prioritize relationships over deadlines, and to find joy in the simple moments that often go unnoticed. Since finding that photo, I've made an effort to live more intentionally. I spend more time with my loved ones. I take time to appreciate the little things: a sunset, a good conversation, a walk in the park. And most importantly, I've stopped taking the present for granted. That old photograph, worn and faded with time, taught me one of the most important lessons of my life. What truly matters isn't what we achieve, but the love we share and the memories we create. So let me ask you, when was the last time you paused to reflect on what really matters? Maybe it's time to revisit an old photograph or memory that reminds you of the people and moments that make life worth living. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Cherish the one you're in now. Have you ever stumbled upon something that brought back a flood of memories and changed your perspective on life? Share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear it. If this story resonated with you, give it a like and share it with someone who might need a reminder about what truly matters. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, John the Stoic, for more stories, reflections, and life lessons. Let's keep learning, growing, and cherishing life's moments together.